Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? There's no time to waste. The deadline is fast approaching. Game week 314 is almost here, guys. There's been all sorts of stuff going on all over the place. We need to catch up with everything to make sure that we're not missing any last minute news, any last minute DNPs. The very first thing, guys, I need to bring your attention to, first and foremost, let me get the play page set up for us. Is this going to work? It is. First of all, if you have picked me in the Sorare influencers thing, the deadline, I think it goes a little bit past the game week deadline. I'm not too sure, actually. Get in here rapid. Go back onto Sorare Brag. And, you know, when you're picking my team for me in this competition, this is the most, again, it's very similar to the community team. It's popular demand picks the team. Too many of you have picked Magno. Magno's not going to play. Magno came off the last game with like a dislocated shoulder, a broken arm or some shit. I don't know. He's not going to play. I've even looked into it. I'm certain he's not going to play. Drop him. I've also said I've got Snodgrass in. He's got a good game. He's probably a little bit better, a little bit safer than Ki Sung Young. So if you can go back onto Sorare Brag, go into the Sorare Influencers League. If you've picked me, pick any team you want, I don't mind. But don't pick Magno. And if you are thinking about picking Ki, pick Snodgrass instead. Cool. On top of that, make sure you get in here and you build the Sorare community, the FC Barcelona foundation lineup so that we can get this in before deadline. At the moment, Perry is the goalkeeper, of course. In defence, it looks like it's going to be Philip Max that we're going to be picking. In midfield, there's a bit of Hadzimetovic is getting in, no problem. Now, Haksabanovic, I can definitely see the merit in putting him in, 100%. And Dishimai, but is just such a good fixture. That's who I would have personally opted for, but if you want to go Haxa, that's cool. And then up front we've got Balotelli, Furuhashi, even double forward Balotelli, Furuhashi, and Watt getting some votes in here as well. So I think we've definitely got the base of the team sorted already. So it's just that final spot. Do we go with Kyogo? Do we go with Haksabanovic? Because I think they were kind of split on votes. So 25%. How many people picked Kyogo? So we've got one Dishimai, one Balotelli, one Watt, one Haxa. 2 Haxa, 2 Balotelli. Oh, Balotelli's in, we know that. 1 Kyogo. Yeah, I think we've got 2 Haxas. So at the moment, it is Haxa going to be coming in here. If you want Kyogo over Haksabanovic, let me know. If you want Nadishimai over somebody, let me know. But they're the ones that I think are definitely in the picture to be going. Where was the team I thought you guys would pick? I've not even picked it yet, in fact. I think I just left it open. I think I did a draft of it and then deleted it for now. So we've got like 40 minutes until the deadline, okay? So it's the last team for me to pick is the Challenger Europe. That's for all the members. So basically anything this team wins, we give away. Now, after this stream, after the game week closes, there'll be a wee bit of downtime here at 23,001 Studios. And we'll be then going into a member stream around, I don't know, it depends on when this finishes, but about 20 minutes after this finishes. And we'll be doing the normal member stream stuff like we always do. But we've also got 4 cards to give away. We've got the Bartolek and the Mignan that the team won, the team that you guys picked. We won Mignan midweek. We won Bartolek last weekend. We've got Atanasov still to be claimed. And then Yasin Ayub has been donated to the giveaway by Predictology, who was a previous winner who refused his prize and also donated the Ayub. It might have been the Bartolek that he refused. So yeah. So we've got 3 cards to give away. There's still an Atanasov unclaimed. So we'll be doing all of that later on. Joshy Forth is in. There's a bunch of he's in here. I'll catch up with the live chat in a second. Josh is in again, spreading the love with the gifted memberships. Absolutely love it. Thanks very much, Josh. So that's all going on later after this stream. This is a normal stream. You don't need to be a member to be on this one. And we're basically running all the way to the deadline. Get on to Sorare Brag, reselect my team, drop Magno, and swap Ki for Snodgrass if you can. Get on to Sorare Data Pronto. Get onto my gallery. Just look for Quinny, look for FC Barcelona. Just get onto my gallery page, just like this, and then hit Lineup Builder, which is over here, and then go to Challenger Europe. You don't need to do any of this other stuff. Just go to Challenger Europe Limited, and then make sure when you save it, you flip that little tab to make it public. I did make a team. I knew I made a team somewhere. I thought this was the best looking one. It got us round about it last time when the Dishimai, he had an error led to goal in that game, which, you know, he also doesn't usually get. So he would have we would have been in tier 1 territory if Nadishimai didn't have that. So I think it's a strong outfit. All at home as well, I think, predominantly. Yeah, they are all at home. I think that's one of the things I like about the Challenger Limited team this week. Even if you do go for Celtic cards, we've got great home fixtures, except for the goalkeeper, but Pirry's not mortal, so that doesn't matter to him as much. Otherwise, I dropped a little video yesterday, so you've probably seen the good and the great of the teams that I've kind of laid out for this game week. But I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty optimistic going into it. I actually had I had 2 random offers out of nowhere in the early hours of this morning on my way into the Sorare TV studios for the backup goalkeeper in the Segunda division that I picked up. Now, I bought this guy as a handcuff, as a pre-insurance policy, so that I could go out later on and try and get a rare Fusato and use him over, whatever period he's useful for. But in the last game, Fusato got an error led to goal. Now, the last 3 error led to goals that I've seen for a goalkeeper, it has literally been, they've dived to make a save. Just trying to make sure you can see this. They've dived to make a save, and the ball is brushed past their fingertips, and it's been a goal. So if that's the sort of error led to goal that Fusato's had, I don't really have any concern over him getting dropped. I don't even think German will play the goalkeeper that I'm playing here. But if it was a pure calamity and you're in, the team in question here is actually Ibiza. So if you're in Ibiza, you're close to that division, and you know that was an absolute calamity of an error led to goal that Fusato's dropped, then maybe my boy German's going to play, and maybe that's why I received 2 independent offers for the guy, as well as DMs and all that stuff. People try to get him in before the deadline. So I'm going to go on that kind of market hunch and just throw out my remainders. Now, these guys don't make it into a team elsewhere. Forrest is my best. Forrest is a great shout for the specialist. He's L15 under 40, very likely to feature in the match. And the German himself is L15 under 40. So I can get Callens, I can get Angelino, and I can just throw a Tati in here for good measure up front. And who knows what happens with this. If the goalkeeper DNPs, I'm not going to cry about it, because I was going to put him in a training team anyway. And it's just by these speculative bids, I'm thinking maybe there's something in this. I missed out on Titan. I missed out on somebody else getting random utility. And if this guy gets a game before he maybe drops the ball and Fusato gets back in or whatever, I don't know, then I would hate to miss it. So we've played him. Now, across the board, I think I've got some really solid teams and all the rest of it, right? But see with the averages of some of my super rare mids, this team, I want this team to be really solid and to be really good, right? But, for example, in defence, I'm using these guys elsewhere, that's fine. The defender's fine. But when I get to double mid, right? When I get to double mid, I've also got Braze Mendes that I cannot really fit in a team. Ki Sung Young could maybe merit an outing somewhere. But it's really Braze that's really been screwed out here, because he's played Thursday. He's on such good, solid 60-ish form. I can't even see him now. Maybe I'll just select the mid card. And I just think, it's a way to his old team. He probably is going to do well enough, but I just think 2 home games in playoffs, it's going to be blood and thunder and gusto and all the rest of it. And I think the matches suit the individual players I've got. Dallas are at home. They're just picking up some form going into the playoffs. Wanyama's in the form of his life. Look at his L5. He's got 2 100s in there. I can't not pick him this game week. And then up front, it's between Nemeka and Cunha to make it into this team, basically. And Nemeka is much more likely to start, even though the Gladbach game isn't necessarily attractive. He has a striker, so all he needs to do is score a bloody goal, I know. But so I kind of wanted this team to be strong without a unique. In the midfield, I think I've got 3 really strong options, and I don't think I'm nervous that it's impossible to make the right decision. Now, Surface to Air Missile is an absolute hero and a gentleman, and he donated a Quinny limited card to me. And this week, so last week I did a giveaway competition. I'll go and check out who won it and all the rest of it. But what do you call it? This week, I don't know if I'll do a competition, maybe I will. But this week in the limited kickoff, before it closes on me, how about this? If this wins anything, I'll give it away to somebody that comments on something. Yeah, so I'll work that out, right? So if this card wins anything, because last time we were screwed out by Pau Lopez DNPing, which was a pain in the bum. Played midweek. Let's hope he stays in the nets for the weekend. But we've got Quinny and Captain Watto in the limited kickoff before Sorare kick me out of it and don't let me play it anymore. So if we win something, we'll give it away. We'll all be cheering on Captain Watto and Quinny, of course, away to Tenerife. That should be fun. Big Paul and Vlasic filling in the common spots as well. But yeah, so I've got some fun. I've got some interesting teams dotted around. Some ones I'm quite hopeful for my Champion Euro. I think I've got some nice guys that didn't play any midweek stuff that are coming weekend-only players. Frimpong didn't play because he was suspended. Good form, good fettle, good fixtures, all that kind of stuff. So, I've got some good hope going into this game week that we could do something special, that we could have a really good game week. And I hope the FC Barcelona Foundation can get back into that Tier 1 hunt again. This team I've got a real soft spot for, and I think could do very well. Giakoumakis is an outside shot to start. He might, the Ange Postecoglou, as much as I predicted 11, and I think Kyogo will start. Giakoumakis will feature, and he's an outside shot to start. Tony should start in good form that he is. Snoddy's a weekend player. Taylor, Gordon, So I'm actually quite hopeful with the amount of entrants and the amount of prizes that are in this, that team, that's jumped up like 80 entrants today. So that'll be odds and pieces teams, right? So for me, there's really like probably 76 competitors or so in that division that'll have uniques, that'll have full fives, that'll have a decent keeper, that kind of stuff. And if Snodgrass as my captain can bust like a huge score like he did last week, like an 80 odd or something, we can get a goal for GG, good performances from Taylor and Watt and Gordon, then this team could really do anything. So I'm really optimistic about that. And specialist now, my 2 L15 under 40s. Again, I just think they've got a great game week, and I'm just trying to put solid pieces around them. This team works. If Herrera and Haidara break 60, if they break 60, then I'm going to be pretty happy and excited. And all these teams play on the same day. In fact, is Unal tonight? Yeah, Unal plays tonight. That'll be fun. And then everyone else plays tomorrow. So that'll be really fun. And again, we've got a unique podium here. So that's what I'm all about, chasing down. I'm going to take a wee pause for the cause. We'll jump onto Twitter shortly, see if there's any news or anything. But I want to catch up with you guys in the live chat and see what you are up to. Drop the fist bumps. Of course, Padagul, first of all, was number 1 in the chat. Good to see you. Morning, Sorare Connor. Good to see you. Does anyone know if you can become a member on mobile yet? Yeah, you should be able to, mate. It's like there's a link in the description of the video. And Josh has dropped gifted memberships in the chat. I think they've all been scooped up, but it's £1 a month or £2 a month. There should be a link in the description of the video. There's links in most of the descriptions of videos. If there's not one in this, I'll go and check it shortly. You just click the link and then it should just take you to the page, and it's just about accept, and it's £1 or £2. It'll be added to your Google Play and all that good stuff. And then what we do, just to be clear, is we do a stream once a week. The live chat runs it. We look at your teams, we look at your galleries, we just shoot the crap, and talk about whatever's going on, whatever. For normally an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, just depends on what's going on. If you pay £2 a month, we come into the Telegram group, and this is just like WhatsApp, and we're just doing Sorare stuff in there all the time, as well as access to picking the anyone can pick the teams, of course, but access to the giveaways is for the Barcelona Foundation members. So yeah, just to be clear on all that. Jonathan Gargi, good to see you, my man. It feels like I haven't been in live forever. Only got back home yesterday morning after a tough week in the army. Good to see you're back, buddy. I was thinking about you. I actually heard you saying, I caught John's stream last night after he was live. And when you dropped a comment, I was thinking about you, buddy. Good to hear you're well and good and whole. Good to see you, my man. Thanks for joining us live. Fist bump, my man. Thoughts and prayers with you and yours. Evan Crichtley, good morning. Good to see you. And then, yeah, we've got Joshy dropping gifted memberships. And Connor, Ian Sorare, Marlowe, Bass, and Shakaboom all getting involved in the love. I didn't realise Furuhashi was an option for the community lineup, so picked what? Oh, yeah, Furuhashi isn't really. Yeah, no, you're right, actually. Good point. Yes, so forget Furuhashi. Good point. He's not in the community lineup. Used him somewhere. Manjana's a nice prize, been in good form recently. Now, I was really surprised. So this is the card that we just won in the midweek that will be given away. Now, I had no idea who this guy was. Never heard of him. And I'm getting deja vu over Gil Smile. Right? If you've seen the lineup, the budget builder I did with Jeremy and Josh on Sorare TV on it was last week, but it only came out on Monday or Tuesday or something. But we're talking about him. He was like a tier 3, tier 2 reward I won. I've sold him for buttons and he's worth fortunes now. This guy gives me those same kind of vibes. Didn't know who he was. His L5 is quality. He seems to be a regular enough of a player. And yeah, man, like he's U23. He can go into your challenger lineups. He can go into your U23 lineups. I don't really know much he's worth. It doesn't really matter because if I'm giving him for nothing and you play him and he gets these scores, it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's a great giveaway card. He's got a wee bit of a perm going on as well in Rotterdam. So this guy looks a bit of a cool kid. So nice one to get into the gallery. On top of that as well, guys, yeah, I have done wee tweets and stuff. So if you could find the tweet of us saying that we're live, go and spread the love over on Twitter. All that good stuff, guys. Get us going. We've got half an hour to kick off. We've got half an hour to deadline. I just want to see if there's anything actually catching up on my stream, like news and stuff, because this is the time of the day where it's like, oh, watch out for, and everyone's dropping their teams. Yeah. So I try not, like everyone does, you're always just looking for news. I know the Leipzig press conference is going on right now on YouTube. It's all in German. So the Leipzig I don't have that many Leipzig players at the moment, but if I could get a hint that Haidara was going to be in or out, for example, or Guardiola or something like that. Yeah, 14 minutes ago. Here we go. So we've got some. We are great friends someday. Yeah, that's fine. What else is he saying? We're up against a tricky opponent. They're going to be very intense. Sandro Schwartz, something about Hertha, whatever. Team news ahead. Decision on Hausenberg's availability will be made the final training session. Okay, so probably Rom starts. 1 minute ago. Let's just keep our eyes on some Leipzig stuff. Because I know their press conferences are, yeah, the timing of them is very fortuitous for us, this week especially. Challenger. Right, so let's see, we've got Piri, we've got Max, we've got Hadze, and I think Balotelli makes it in the team guaranteed, yeah. And then, we could put Mignan in. He's got a great fixture at home to NEC. That should be a good fixture for him. We've got Lambert. That could be a great fixture for him to rock out a 70-pluser. He's a defender, Nadishimai, as I mentioned, and again, when I look at Nadishimai, 11% is just huge. If he's going to get a similar score to anyone else you would pick, an extra 5% kicker on top can be a huge difference in this league. Challenge of that being. So, yeah, we've got Watto. You can pick him if you want. Furuhashi, yeah, I don't think he's actually on the cards, must be said. We've got Rio cards we could use. Gertruida, Haxa, Nemeth, Maeda, Abada, Ralston, Abelgard, Savio. All these guys are all eligible. We can use a lot of different guys. But Nadishimai, that 11% really does tempt me in for better or for worse. And maybe a bit of an XP, flunky in that sense, But if he can rock out a big score, man, because his AA is there to be had. They're at home against a very good team. And then he just needs to not get a negative decisive this week, or maybe even get a positive one. And that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Key's playing Son Yam, who absolutely suck. Yeah, okay, fair enough, but I don't think he's in that many predicted teams. Last weekend, he didn't start for some other kid, and I seen one of the Sol fan pages not put Key in a starting 11 either. So I do think there's some jeopardy around him, personally. Good luck this week, mate. Greg Taylor, 0 to 100 confidence level. I'm going to say 75 because I think we're playing Motherwell next midweek in a cup. It's not SO5 scored, so I think that's the time to rest Taylor for Bernabei. But I wouldn't be surprised if Bernabei did start this game for some reason to do with maybe some other configuration higher up the pitch. Maybe we go for Bernabei as being like the just 25, 10% shot. Then maybe Bernabei is the left outlet. We don't have Jota. Maybe he does something a bit different that allows him to be a bombastic fullback that he's probably been signed to do, whereas Taylor's a bit more of that bombastic left back. He can also do the inverted stuff too. So I'm very confident on Taylor, but I'm not uber confident. I've not took all my Taylors and put them everywhere, if that makes sense. Good morning, Gaza. Good to see you. Fist bump. Sorry, Josh. Only Quinny is excited about Getafe playing on a Friday night. Yeah, well, I've got Elena in an underdog team. I've got Unal in the specialist, and then I've got Soraya in my all-star. I've got unlimited Soraya as well. So yeah, I'm trying to detach myself from Getafe, but it's this weird relationship I've got with them where they're always on the telly when I can watch them, and I've always got I'm not selling these guys anytime soon either. I'm a big fan of Soraya, big fan of Unal, and Elena. I'm waiting for him to catch fire because I got him for so cheap, and he's very useful for L15 under 40s for a while. Hopefully I get some rewards this week and none of my training players pop off. Rico, man, fist bump, thanks for joining us. And I hope the same for your gallery. I hope you have the winning players in teams rather than in training. And we've got Rasko Misaki, fist bump, can't see Key not starting, fair enough. Fair play. I think Key plays, he often gets rested when Saul had midweek. He did play midweek and he didn't get rested, if memory serves. Got very limited minutes in the midweek, okay, fair enough. So he's fresh for the game. Son Yam are dead and buried, and Saul will be safe from relegation playoffs with points. Yeah, fair enough. If you want to keep him in that Sorare Bragg team, go for it. It's a bit very obvious here. Please do like the stream while you're here as well. If you found me on Twitter, grab the wee tweet and hit a like and a retweet and all that good stuff on it for me as well, as we try and pick the final piece of the puzzle of the FC Barcelona Foundation community giveaway team sort of thing. So I've locked in my captain as Sensei, okay? Please go back onto Sorare Bragg and not then change from Magno. If you've picked Magno, get him out of there. Pick somebody else. Please. We'll keep this open. I'll go back to it again before we go, because if you are here, you've picked me for the Sorare Influencers League on Sorare Bragg, or even if you haven't, go and do it now. Pick my SO8. don't pick Magno. And then maybe we can outvote the Magnos out. Yeah. And then basically you can win prizes from this as well. So let me go and get the tweet so I can show you. So if you pick me, you pick my right team and stuff. And then this week I'm against Cancerer, who's a French or Spanish account, I forget, but he makes content and stuff like that as well. Where the hell is that tweet I just did? Well, maybe nobody's liked it or anything. That's why it's not in my notifications. Sorry, 2 seconds. Where is it? All right, this tweet here. So yeah, find this tweet. I've already retweeted it. The same thing. Pick somebody other than Magno. So if you look at the tweet I've retweeted, click into that. It gives you all the rules, and you will win rewards for picking my cards, picking my best cards. Do it better than I can. I pick the captain. That's all I do, and then we go against other people. This week it's yeah. So anyway, you vote for people. There's different reward categories. This is just some of the rewards that are up for grabs. All limiteds, all shapes and sizes, profiles, values, all sorts of good stuff. And yeah, get involved. The deadline is in like 20 minutes. If you're on your computer, if you're on your phone, get on to Sorare Brag and doing this. Won't take you longer than 2 minutes. It really won't. Do not pick Talus Magno. I'd rather you didn't pick Ki Sung Young, but there's a strong contingent of you here that think that's a great shout. And, you know, who am I to say otherwise, really, at this point? You Never Walk Alone says, watch the video. I'll need to catch up with what you're actually talking about. Watch what video? You Never Walk Alone, sorry. You've just come out of nowhere and said that. Did you see Behich won John a card in All-Star Super Rare? I seen Behich killed it midweek, and I'm so glad. I'm yet to hear John say Quinny tipped me on Behich, because I actually went out my way. I think I messaged the guy at 3 in the morning, so if that's one a beastie a card, we need a fist bump off John, don't we, guys? Come on. John needs to be getting the fist bumps out if Behich is... Because I know he scored, didn't he? So yeah, we need the fist bumps off of Big John, don't we? Thanks for the gifted membership, says Marlo. You'll Never Walk Alone, blockchain, Mark. You'll need to let me know what you're talking about in terms of watch the video. I don't know if I missed something. Watch what video? Maybe you're talking to me, I don't know. We are also as well, guys, streaming on Twitch. So if you're a Twitch person and you hate YouTube, you can go and watch it there. If you're on Twitch as well, again, you can see at the bottom of the screen. It's Quinny3001 on any social media. Follows and all that good stuff, guys. You've got no idea how much it helps the cause here for FC Barcelona. So, yeah, please do. Whenever I ask about Furu, you tell me to watch the video. Of course. Furu, I'm picking him, Mark. He's in my biggest team. Now, I'm missing, obviously, my McGregor down to injury. And whatever. I'm just going to put him in here now, right? Just because of Captain Mario again. I'll come back to this, right? But just so I can move on from this and come back. So yeah, I've picked Furu in my big limited team and my All-Star Rare Pro. It's the only Celtic card I've went for. In this team, I'm trying to limit any potential Ange curveballs. But, you know, like when I'm doing like Celtic content, I'm doing quite a lot of Celtic content on TikTok at the moment, so a lot of people comment on that. And, you know, I'm so surprised the amount of Celtic fans that are like, Kyogo's shite, drop him for GG. I don't see it happening. It DNP'd last weekend, as me and You Never Walk Alone kind of testified to our suffering and our pain. He played 60 minutes midweek. I don't see how he doesn't start this game. There's no reason for fatigue or anything like that to come into it. And he's clearly our number one striker, so I think he starts. You know, he goes in my strongest team. And, yeah. So there you go, Mark. Thanks a lot for. Please hit a like, buddy. You just joined the Bragg League, but won't let me set team. I'm not too sure, mate. I'm not too sure. Maybe try refreshing and stuff. I don't know. I only get access to it, so I log into it, and this is. I'll show you what I can see. So I log into it, and this is literally all I can see. It's already set up for me. It knows that I'm in the table, kind of thing. John's in it as well again, isn't he? And PSU fans is back in it as well. Oh, lovely. So we get D1 and D2. What's this? Oh, maybe it's just the way they've built it for the match days. It's Ds rather than match days, but yeah. Days, maybe, yeah. My icon's still my old Vegeta Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan Blue icon, which is cool as well. It's a wee bit of it. Oh no, it's still up here. That's a bit weird. But yeah, that's cool. Still got my old school icon. So's John. He still gets wee cartoon face. That's cool. I don't know why it's so very Italian. I don't know why there's this kind of, like, yeah, this is like yellow tinge across them all. Or gold, maybe? Is it gold? Yeah, I guess it's gold. So yeah, that's the rules for Sorare Brag and how to enter and how you win stuff and all the rest of it. I retweeted this earlier. If you want to find this tweet, saying, don't pick Magno. Attention, if you're on me, swap out Magno now. As well as we're live now. Go and give this a bit of love and attention if you can as well. It means a lot to me, guys. Thank you very much. I mean, get rid of Twitter. Oh, no. We don't want to get rid of Twitter for now because we want to go and check that Leipzig press conference one last time. See if it's still coming. The updates after the Hausenberg one. Yeah, 11 minutes ago and we've stopped. So I think that's all the team news that we're getting. Maybe more later. Sometimes that happens. Normally about 10 past 11. So, but yeah, I think that's quite safe to go with that. So I've refreshed the page. Let's refresh again. And then let's go into community lineup, Challenger Limited. And what do we have? Do we have any more submissions? We had like 4 or 5 earlier. Yeah, guys, come on, man. There's only 4 of you picking this team. There's about 30 or 40 of you that are on the hook to win something if it does well. You know, get it. Let it be known, guys. Let it be known. Let it be known. And live this game week, I'm not coming out with anything other than ETH. Bit of a horror story from the Celtic lads. Quite unfortunate. Giuliano Simeone gets sent off, but I had Captain Savage here rocking out, so I might have won something in limited kickoff. But no, it wasn't to be. Braised did well. Yeah. Captain Jota DNP. I should not have done that, man. I wouldn't have done much better, but because what would I have had up here instead? I'd have been like Maeda or something, which would have been 35 points per one. Wouldn't have made much of a difference when it was all said and done. But this team, man, I was so unlucky. This team, Joe Chima Fujita, no goal or assist or anything, rocking out a 99. One of the best scores that little rookie card's had at FC Barcelona. It's only going to pick up ETH, unfortunately. If I'd captained him, maybe we would have got into the points, but I captained Rio for better or for worse. And yeah, this team just didn't really get off the ground, unfortunately. Tony did good, but everyone else was a letdown, really. And yeah, let's see what you guys are all up to. Captain Furu it is, and we ride together. Yes, that's it, Marky boy. Let's go for it. Did you manage to find any news on Abada? I can't find anything on Israeli media or Twitter. No, I've not heard anything at all. The press conferences and stuff like that, we'll probably start to get news from all the Celtic fan medias, like like Craig Celts, you know, the guy who runs Celts Are Here, the stuff that I do, Declan McConville, and all those guys. We'll start to hear from them probably once they've had access to the manager, which will be later today. And then that's when we'll start to get hints and tips and stuff like that. But I think Abada, like, he's not been in great form over the last 3 or 4 games, but the season he's been phenomenal. Last season he was phenomenal, of course. And we've kind of differed on whether Abada will start a few times over this year in that way. And I think, like, Hibs is just such a no-risk gate. You know, you can't take risks in a game like this with the form and the input, the lack of impotent, or whatever the phrasing is for it, but for how blunt the attack has been, basically. He needs to start with people that are like firing on all cylinders from the first whistle, I think, and that's why I've been pushing, like, on some of the Celtic content I have put out there in short form, been pushing for, like, I'd love to see Kyogo and GG together. It would just make so much sense with Jota being looking out for maybe the next kind of, maybe Jota gets on the bench for the cup game, returns next weekend as the kind of shout, maybe comes back just next weekend as a shout also, and Abada, whatever, so I think we need to get goals, man. We need to beat somebody like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-0 again. That's what we need to do. Hibs are not a team that you can expect to do that to, don't get me wrong, but the manager is always going to, and always says he does, sets the team up to achieve as close to that as possible, and right at this point in time, maybe he starts Forest, but I'd much rather have GG and Kyogo together on the pitch. But yeah, so when we finish with the stream, once we get past the deadline, we're checking for all the latest news and stuff like that. If you guys are coming across anything that concerns your gallery, concerns your neighbour's gallery, whatever, then let it be known, and we'll make this a proper deadline stream. I'm just scrolling through Twitter at the moment. Yeah, Twitter's just full of nonsense, I guess, as well sometimes, isn't it? But yeah, we want to see news. We want to see... Yeah. There's nothing concrete kind of knocking around, but just all this Drake Barcelona stuff I'm seeing as well. It's just like Celtic people then talking about, I think this guy might start. Bad blow for Kawasaki Frontale. Young Sung Rong and Gisele underwent surgery and finished the season. If any of you need to know about that. Young Sung Rong and Gisele underwent surgery, they're not playing. If any of you needed to know about that. From Kawasaki Frontale. Lee Griffiths has been spotted at Livingston. That'd be a fun card to pick up for the banter, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm not really catching much news on my timeline at the moment. Must be said, Kyogo's in a wee interview, birthday present. He's in a wee birthday. Happy birthday to somebody. Oof. Surface to Air Missile is one under 23 Pro. Nice, well done, my man. If you're here, I've just seen a tweet from Zachary Poo asking for an Opta adjustment. Sorare Japan has just tweeted out about the Johnson wrong knee surgery thing as well. I seen that from somebody else. I forget who it was. Yeah, funny stuff. It's funny stuff on Twitter rather than actual informative stuff, it must be said. I'm going to come off this in a second and I'll catch up with... yeah, some people are talking about Forest now. And yeah, let's go back to Leipzig. So let's see. Yeah, that's the latest tweet. I think that's all we're getting out of them. And yeah, let's see. What are we up to? What are we up to? I'm not risking a bada in a big week. Becker versus BVB for me in All-Star. Becker? Oh, it'll be a German guy for you. I'm talking about Alison Becker. I don't know why. Santa's Boys, fist bump. Good to see you. That's a smart move, Jonathan. Don't... Aye. This week, if last week teaches us anything, man, the bloodbath of DNPs will happen. 5 quality starters, and the world could be your oyster. Who do you think go through in Feyenoord Lazio group? Oh, good question. I'll check that out in a second. What was the Hausenberg news? He's going to go under a fitness test, like today, kinda. So I would avoid him probably. But you can see the tweet. It's the last tweet from RB. Oh, have I got it up? Yeah, I do. I'll get it up, Mikey. You don't need to go anywhere, buddy. I've got you sorted. So yes, this is the latest tweet. A decision on his availability will be made after the final training session ahead of the game, which will take place today. So maybe the plan is to rotate him in, but if he's anywhere near, sketchy. Because let's look at I'll look at this Feyenoord Lazio group, right? But I'll also look at RB Leipzig's fixtures, right? Because I know next midweek there's no European football. Are they maybe playing German Cup or something? Yeah, they are. So that's another game they can rotate. So if they don't rotate Hausenberg against Hertha, they can rotate Hausenberg in against Hamburg, if they were so inclined to rotate. So yeah, hard one to judge. I would probably opt against Hausenberg at this late hour with a question mark been hanging over him if you have an alternative that's pretty safe. And again, guys, we've only got about 3 or 4 of these that have done the community lineup build, and we've got 10 minutes to go. We've got 10 minutes to go. How many of these are in here? How many of these are in here? How many of these have built the best Challenger Euro Limited team we could do? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Still, guys, come on. Come on. Come on, come on. And then let's see. So Feyenoord Lazio, is that Europa or Conference? I think it's Europa, isn't it? So let's check Europa League standings. And let's go and have a wee peek. Ooh, wow. Midtjylland looking good. So who's just played the double headers? I think the Feyenoord have just played double headers with Midtjylland. So Lazio will have just played double headers with Graz. So, yeah, fine. So, wow. So hard to call. So let's see. Midtjylland have beat Lazio. Feyenoord have beat Graz. And Graz have beat Midtjylland. I think Lazio win the remaining 2 games. So Lazio have got... No, well, I think Lazio beat Midtjylland, right? Did they play Midtjylland already? Away, yeah. So Midtjylland, Lazio's 2 games. No. They're away to Rotterdam. So let's say that's a draw. Feyenoord get a point, Lazio get a point. and then let's say Lazio beat Midtjylland. So I have Lazio finishing on 9 points. And then Feyenoord, I would have finishing on 9 points as well. So I think they'll beat Graz and draw with Lazio. And then for third spot, who won this game already? Graz won at 1-0, but Midtjylland beat Lazio. So I think Midtjylland are in form. So I think Midtjylland finish third in this group. They're a squeaky shout to finish second, depending on the outcomes of some of these games. But that's where I'm at with that group, having glanced over the standings as we find it. But yeah, perfectly balanced this group is. Everyone's beat somebody. Everyone's on 5 points. That's a fun group. And yeah. Recent game weeks been horrible. Picked up Alderweireld Limited just an hour ago to bolster my squad ready for the World Cup. Nice, good shout. And the thing about some of these guys that don't play midweeks, the solid kind of veterans, and that's why I've not really minded picking up like, let's go get the page back up, like Snodgrass and Gordon, for example, because it's not, let's say Snodgrass, right? The Snodgrass is like, he doesn't play midweeks for Hearts, and they're not going to play midweeks probably for too much longer the way things are going anyway. So this guy just to play, I don't care that he's 34. All you guys have been buying fucking Cecinias and all this stuff for ages. I never buy guys like this normally. But Snodgrass in the SPL, I can definitely go for it, man. And the kind of reliability, if these guys get into the chain of just playing weekends and don't have midweeks to worry about, except for the odd domestic cup that maybe comes up once in a while, then that consistency of selection that you can make, especially some of them can be relatively like fixture proof if like they are like tackling merchants and on set pieces to boot, that kind of thing, like we've seen with Sensei and hopefully Snodgrass, then those guys are fantastic to have in your gallery regardless of their name or their age or what league they play in. If they bring the scores, they bring the scores. That's what it's all about. Scores on doors. That's what it's all about here, guys. Make sure to like the stream if you've had fun when you've been here. We're about 40 minutes gone. We've got 5 minutes to the deadline. I am sticking with Adishimai in the team unless you guys are going to... I'm sticking with Adishimai in the team because I think that multiplier goes for is really big game for him. I really want some more votes, guys. There's only 4 votes. It's hard to get excited to give the card because what I want to do is I want the guy that picks the team to get the giveaway. That's what I want to do. But see if only 4 of you pick the team, I can't really do that because it doesn't feel fair. You know, I want everyone to have a chance at it. I want everyone to get engaged with it. Who pays their £2 a month, who can win the card, that we will win because we've got quality cards and we're quality at picking teams here at 23,001 at FC Barcelona in the FC Barcelona Foundation. We've won 2 rewards in 2 game weeks in a row. We're going for 3 in a row. We need your contributions, guys. Who do you want to play? Who do you want to captain? What do you want the 5 to be that goes out? There's only 4 of you picking the team. I think we can all agree on the base 4. It's just that final spot. I love Nadishimai for the fixture and the multiplier. I get Haksabanovic, totally. I get Watt as well. But anyway, you guys will decide. But when it's just 4 of you, I'm just like, come on, guys, let's get some more votes in. Come on. And let's see composition. Has this changed any? Nah. I think we're done with Magno. Is John back on the telly? John's back on the telly. Look at that. Channel 409. There he is. Good boy, John. Have fun. Time to see reunite some... Yeah. Yeah, nothing really popping up in terms of news. Do you think that the only thing that pushes me off that Gordon is his age? Do you think he'll retire at the end of the season? No, I believe he's going to retire after the Euros. The next, I think he wants Scotland to get to Euros. He's the Scotland #1 still, which is the main incentive I've got for buying him because McGregor unique, McGregor super, Gordon super rare. I've got the Hendry super rare as well. I've got Taylor who might come in on injury stuff and whatever. I've even got the rare. I could even put rare Robbo into the mix if I was so inclined. So I've got a bit of a Scotland base, and for Nations League, and if we do qualify and stuff like that, well, that could be fun. That could be a really good D2 play. And that's, as long as I get a Gordon to run that length, that's all I kind of really want for it. That's fine. Celtic, I won't call him a legend, but he was at the club for a long time, won lots of trophies, and some fans hate him. I don't mind him. I quite liked him. he was a wee bit. He's got a bit of a sore spot with Celtic now. He's a wee bit of a kind of anti-hero, a wee kind of bit of a villain nowadays, it must be said. But I like Gordon, you know, he's still good for Scotland, and it's an NFT I would want to have anyway. Like Mikael Lustig retired the other day, and the first thing I went and done was try to look and get some of his cards, or one of his cards, for like that, because it's Mikael Lustig. He's never had utility on the platform. He's worth nothing. He's retired now. But I wouldn't mind having a wee card to pop it in my wee folder, you know. So yeah, it's kind of got that little kind of duality for me. I'm hoping he can replace himself in terms of another playing goalkeeper in any guise, in any form, super rare, whatever, between now and his retirement. And the run up to that, great SPFL utility and great international utility, you know. I probably should look to get a Clark at some point just to handcuff the situation. But he's never going cheap because people have put a lot of money into him in the off-season with the transfer that didn't really go his way. Have you removed Nunes from the foundation? Yeah, he can't play Challenger, so like you can't pick him, you know. You can try and pick him if you want, but he's not eligible. If he is eligible, you can pick him, but no, he's a D2 card now, isn't he? He can't play Challenger, as I understand it. We can play Mignans. We can play the wee guy that we won. He's got a decent enough little fixture. If I look at it for me, we've got 2 minutes left, right? Oof, Jesus. So we'll put Hadzi in because he's the nailer. I want to put the advanced thing. Yes, I also did this on this thing also. So let's see, where's the boy? Where's the new boy? Mignan. Yeah, our opposition statistic 59. AA and all that stuff isn't fantastic, but they are home favourites. Clean sheet probability. Scoring 3 goals. 18%. More likely for them to score 3 than they concede 3 in this game. And then, yeah, that's really good. Is that better than the Dishimai's opposition statistic, I wonder? Yeah, it is. I think I would probably, yeah, but I would probably go for the reward guy. We're going to, oh, I've got some, oh no, they weren't sold. I was going to say, some deadline sales. Yeah, I think I'm maybe going to put the reward guy in, and then he can maybe win us something as we give him away. That's kind of fitting also, I think, isn't it? It's an Adishimai multiplier, man. But I think he's going to kill it. I'd like to maybe put this guy, oh, guys, talk to me. We've got 1 minute left. Are we sticking with it? He's at home. He's at home. I think we just go with the big multiplier. Oh, I'm just sticking with it. 1 minute to go, guys. This team's locked in, I think. Oh, I've got a training team to do then. Because training teams. Oh no, are we at deadline? Oh no, I think we've missed it. Damn it, I've missed a training team. Yeah. Okay, well, deadline's in. That's us, guys. We're in. We are locked in for game week 314. Now, I'll give a quick wee look into. I think 315 has came up, hasn't it? Yeah, 315's up. No prize pools yet. We'll check back on this in a second. Sorry, guys. I didn't realise I wasn't on play page with you there. Sorry. Do you have any rewards coming out today? No, just a bit of ETH. Good day, brother. I'm struggling with these lineups. Channy boy. Oh, well, they're going in now, my man. I didn't catch, Channy, if you dropped a video today. I'm sorry, buddy. I was just so focused on getting in here nice and early. I know you're really good for doing one pre-deadline. Like, this is my teams. This is where I'm at. Zaruki about to go off. Yeah, well, Zaruki featured in some content recently. I think that was with one of Jeremy's pick in the budget builder. So, yeah. Zaruki could be a good shout. We might even bring a Zaruki into maybe the foundation. That could be quality. But yeah, it's Bunchies here. Good luck to everyone for this game week. I'm going to have a wee look into the upcoming midweek because there is a lot of, there's no European stuff or anything. And as soon as the game week opens, I do like my initial wee prelude. You know, I like to have a wee gander in. Yeah, we're getting reward pools, sort of. Looks like they're just slowly opening it bit by bit. So we'll maybe give it another minute or two. And then we'll come back to it. But yeah, I've only got a bit of ETH. So this stream will be ending like late. This will probably end in like 10 minutes. This stream, I'll be coming back. Let's just say about 11:30, 12:15, and it'll be a member stream. So we'll be doing the giveaway for the members cards, the Mignan, the Bartolek, and the Ayub. We'll be giving them away as well as all the usual member stream stuff. We're going to hang around here for another 10 minutes and try and catch a wee bit of the opening of game week 315, because I just want to have a wee gander at what I've got. Let's even have a look at the matches overview. So we've got some MLS midweek. So it'll be early. So it depend on some of the playoff results we've got at the weekend. We've got some Argentina. Do we have River again? No, we don't have River. We've got a wee bit of EPL in the midweek as well. Wee bit of Peru. Wee bit of Championship. Do we have Burnley? Yeah, we do. Cool. One Europa League game. Maybe that was postponed or something. Oh, we've got a wee bit of La Liga. Can I get I've got a lot of La Liga cards. Please say Getafe have got a game. Oh, fucking Athletic. Oh, it's a tough one. I've got All Black with Vallecano. Right, cool. I'm probably going to have a fun midweek. Belgium. I don't know if I'll get many Belgian cards left these days. But yeah, actually this midweek is going to be really interesting. Belgium, Spain, and then a few bits and pieces with America, Peru, and whatever going alongside it. Can I delete all teams? No. Let's have a wee delete across. I'm not too worried about the actual prize pools as of yet. I want to see what I can make my best team to look like, just to now. And then I can watch out for who's actually playing and if someone gets injured over the weekend and all that fun stuff. It's normally what we do here at 23,001, as long-standing viewers of the channel will know. Yeah, we've got two keepers. We've got All Black and Sorare. So All Black, and then we've got THB, who's the #1 shout for this team. In midfield, we've got Tyler. Maybe Ferran rotates. Got good super rare options, it must be said, with Braze as well. Against Mallorca at home. And I've got, I've got really good super rare options there. I've got Tati. He should do well against Almeria. And then a rare, other good rare. Maybe Robbo, maybe Rogic. Need to see what Rogic does this weekend. Same with Robbo against Man City. Ferran. I think that's probably a good game for Ferran to come into, eh? Interesting. I wonder how it would look if I went all rare. So All Black, Robbo. If Robbo plays, of course. Tyler, Castellanos. And then maybe Cham, maybe. Yeah, I've got a few maybe options here. Maybe just put him in here just to placehold. So I could go all rare, and then what I'm thinking is going all super rare, basically. Soria, THB, Bryce, Unal, Yangel Herrera. For example. Just go dual. Just go blue and red. And then what would we have for... Oh, there's no specialist. Oh, there is specialist limited. So do we have Muric? We've got Sorias, that's fine. Soria. No challenger keeper. No challenger keeper, is there? Nah, no challenger keeper for us. So there'll be no foundation team. So Max probably plays that game, doesn't he? That could be a great game for Boris. Let's just put Max. He's a big hitter. And yeah, it's a good Camavinga game, I suppose, isn't it? Munain, Balotelli, Negredo playing Betis. I'll go Bala. And then Bessel 50 under 40. Navas maybe. Cunha maybe. Nemeth. Maybe we just put Nemeth in because it's Belgian. Maybe a bit easier. Yeah, something like that. Just some placeholders so I can see. I'm probably not going to have much for the midweek, but that's fine. I know I'll have some fun. We'll have a few competitions out and going. Second division. Yeah, none of my guys are playing. Oh, Muric. I've got Muric still. So maybe play U23s or some of that jazz. But yeah. So we'll be coming back a wee bit later on. And the FC20 at home in general are very strong. Very good. Very weird midweek. It definitely is. And as I'm looking at those teams, I'm thinking... Minus the THB, I could maybe do a full champion Euro super rare, and that might be a good exploitation on prizes because, like, depending on the strength of my fixtures, maybe Real Madrid, Barca, some of these teams. I think Barca, who did they have there? Was it Villarreal? Not a great game. Real Madrid probably rotate, playing Elche, you know. So, yeah, I think the midweek could be an opportunistic one, and I'm definitely going to study the prize pools later on, you know, like Monday and stuff like that, much better. But as soon as Fridays, it's just what I would like to do is, first of all, I want to have a wee, I'm always looking at tomorrow. I just want to look, what will be happening midweek? All right, I better pay attention to see if, like, Ferran, how many minutes does he play? Or Adams, does he get a fifth yellow? You know, crap like that. So that I know going into the midweek where I'm at with everything. And it's less kind of deadline day, kind of maintenance running around kind of stuff. So we'll be back later on. We'll be leaving this stream in like 5 minutes or so. We'll just catch up with you guys in the live chats and see all the teams that have been locked and loaded and all that good stuff. But we'll be coming back for a member stream. In the member stream, what we do is everything you want. So live chat dictates it. We look at your teams. We build your teams for you, or I do. We look at galleries, talk about everything and anything, and we'll get cards to give away. That will start, let's say, about 11:45 today. The membership's £1 a month or £2 a month. If you want access to that, you just go onto my channel, like my actual channel. You can click on my icon anywhere you see it on this page, hit on the members tab, and then it gives you all the details there. You don't give me your bank details or anything like that, your phone number, nothing. It's £1 a month or £2 a month. If you pay £2 a month, you get access to the giveaway stuff and all that, all the extra trimmings of the FC Barcelona Foundation offerings. And if you pay the £1 a month, you come into the stream once a week. So 25p a week for an extra stream where you can ask me, build my team, Quinny, look at my gallery, Quinny. You can listen to me do it for other people. Maybe that works for you. Like, oh, that guy's in a similar position to me. Or maybe you just want something extra to listen to. Before I come back as well later on, don't forget the End Product podcast went live this morning also. Me, Tony and Stish were getting right into it. It was a great chat with Tony as well because he's obviously on the pitch scoring goals with his own card. So, you know, there's some great chat around all of that. I hope you enjoy all the content on Sorare TV and everywhere else that's kind of floating around. And we've got a new member, Owen Beaumont. Welcome to the foundation. Fist bump, welcome to the club, my man. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, it's been a great deadline day stream. I hope you've all had fun. And yeah, we'll be back in like 40 minutes or so for the members stream itself. At any point in the video today, if you did laugh, learn, like something or whatever, I don't know, please do like and subscribe, share, retweet, all the good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.